I'm MJ. Picture this. Loki's 3 children are brought before the gods. A massive, untamed wolf, a serpent that could encircle the world, and a daughter who is half dead.
The gods look at them. Their faces do not show anger. They show pure panic. They immediately seize the wolf. They try to bind him with an unbreakable magical ribbon. They violently hurled a monstrous serpent into the dark, endless ocean. They hope the waters will just swallow the threat entirely.
And they cast the half-rotting daughter down into the deepest shadows of the underworld, out of sight, out of mind.
I'm AJ. Wait, MJ. These are all powerful divine beings we're talking about. Why would gods show pure fear instead of righteous anger when they're facing their own offspring?
Because you cannot imprison fate, AJ. In Norse mythology, monsters are not just evil aberrations waiting for a hero to defeat them. They are inevitable forces of reality. You cannot permanently contain them.
Take Fenrir. He is entropy embodied. The gods were so terrified of this wolf, they actually commissioned dwarves to forge Gleipnir. It was a ribbon made from impossible things. The sound of a cat's footfall, the roots of a mountain. All that desperate effort just to hold one single wolf back.
Binding him exacted a brutal toll. Fenrir demanded a pledge before he let them put that ribbon on him. The god Tyr put his own hand right in the wolf's mouth. When Fenrir realized he was trapped, he bit it clean off. Victory over chaos always costs something real. Fenrir is the inevitable force that undoes what has built. The gods can delay it, they can pay a hand to keep it chained, but ultimately, those chains must break.
So what you're saying is, this is essentially just thermodynamics. You cannot destroy entropy. You can only hold it back. That's exactly like modern infrastructure. We pour billions into bridges, roads, and power grids today. They all degrade over time. We only delay the decay. We never actually defeat it.
Exactly. Now look at Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent. Thrown away as an infant, he grew so vast he encircles the entire world. He and the thunder god Thor are destined to mutually annihilate each other.
But MJ, didn't Thor go fishing and nearly pull the serpent right out of the ocean? Didn't his near success prove the gods could actually change their fate?
It proved the illusion of control. Thor's companion panicked and cut the line. You cannot pull fate out of the ocean with a hook. Jormungandr is the ungovernable sea itself, which hits perfectly on humanity's modern arrogance. We build these massive sea walls and complex global supply chains, thinking we've completely tamed nature. But those uncontrollable forces are always just beneath the surface, holding everything up.
Then there is Hel. She rules the ordinary dead from her hall Gleipnir. She is half-living woman, half-gray corpse. Her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine.
When the beloved god Baldr died, the gods begged Hel for his return. She laid down one absolute condition. Every single living thing had to weep for him. One giantess refused, so Hel kept him. Her administration is perfectly, unyieldingly impartial.
She is not evil, she is administration. Framing death this way completely changes how we face our own mortality. It's not some cruel enemy targeting us, it's just an absolute impartial administrator. Death makes no exceptions. Understanding these monsters requires looking at the bedrock of this entire system. The physical world was not created from nothing. It was built by murdering the primordial giant Ymir and carving civilization directly from his corpse. His flesh became the land, his blood the sea.
Civilization is not the natural state. Why does this structural truth matter to us now, MJ? What does that mean for our own societal efforts today?
It means order is never the default. Maintaining what matters is an endless, ultimately failing battle. The monsters are always at the gates. That is the most honest description of building anything.
Quick recap. Fenrir is entropy. He can be chained, but not destroyed. Jormungandr is uncontrollable nature, the violent sea beneath our civilization. Hel is absolute impartial death. These monsters are not villains. They are built directly into the structure of existence.
Wait, MJ. If these forces are entirely inevitable, what happens when the chains finally break?
The gods die, and the 9 realms burn. It's the ultimate, inevitable story of mortality and renewal, waiting for all of us at the end of things.